Anda sedang menyaksikan Tribun News Update bersama saya, Mawaski. Hari kedua KTT APEC 2024 di Lima, Peru, Presiden Prabowo Subianto melakukan pertemuan bilateral dengan sejumlah pemimpin negara. Satu di antaranya adalah Perdana Menteri Kanada Justin Trudeau di Lima, Peru pada Jumat 15 November waktu setempat atau hari kedua KTT APEC 2024. Rombongan Presiden Prabowo datang lebih dulu di ruang bilateral 3. Setelah itu datanglah rombongan PM Kanada Justin Trudeau yang disambut oleh Menteri Perdagangan Budi Santoso. Barulah Presiden yang menyambut di depan pintu masuk. PM Justin tampak membungkukkan badan sembari menggenggam kedua tangan Prabowo saat berbicara dengannya. Ia juga menyampaikan selamat atas kepemimpinan Prabowo yang dianggap luar biasa. Lebih lanjut dikatakan oleh Justin bahwa Kanada dan Indonesia memiliki persahabatan sejak lama. Selain itu, kedua negara juga memiliki hubungan perdagangan yang baik sejak dulu. Adapun dalam pertemuan bilateral ini, Presiden Prabowo didampingi oleh penasihat khusus Presiden bidang ketahanan nasional atau Ketua Komite Kebijakan Industri Pertahanan Dudung Abdurrahman, Menteri Perdagangan Budi Santoso, Menteri Luar Negeri Sugiono, Sekretaris Kabinet Mayor Teddy Indrawijaya, dan Menko Perekonomian Erlangga Hartarto. Sedangkan Justin didampingi oleh Menteri Perdagangan dan Ekonomi Kanada, Mary Ann, Sekretaris Perdana Menteri Bidang Energi dan Sumber Daya, Mark G. Sere, hingga Sekretaris Perdana Menteri Bidang Promosi Ekspor dan Perdagangan Internasional, Maninder Sidul.
Prime Minister. Thank you. Thank you. I was export officer to your father when he visited.
He has a beautiful trip to Indonesia. My brother was, I was so jealous of him.
We came in before. I was in front. To my okay, sir. I was.
Okay.
Prime Minister, thank you very much for meeting with me on the sideline of the summit. As you know, Indonesia and Canada has had very good relations here for many decades. We want to enhance these relations. I think we already concluded the CEPA, Konferensi Economic Partnership Agreements, already completed. I think we have common interests in many fields, critical minerals, I think fisheries, agriculture, in many fields I think we can work together. Maybe also, I think we have to improve our relations in other matters, digital, economy and renewable energy. Indonesia is very ambitious. We are blessed with possibilities. We have a lot of energy resources outside of the fossil fuels, so we are confident. So thank you very much, Prime Minister. I was an admirer of your father. So the relationship goes a long way.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Mr. President. Congratulations again on your tremendous leadership over the past many months. It's been great to see Indonesia, taking on so many big challenges in such a positive way. As you say, Canada and Indonesia have a deep friendship that goes back to my father and beyond. But it's also a very strong trading relationship already. We have great trade ties. We've been growing them over the years.
Prime Minister.
Presiden Prabowo Subianto menghadiri Konferensi Tingkat Tinggi atau KTT APEC 2024 di Lima, Peru pada Kamis 14 November waktu setempat. Dalam KTT APEC ini, Presiden Prabowo menyampaikan pidato perdananya di forum internasional sebagai Presiden RI. Selain menyampaikan pidatonya, Prabowo juga bertemu dengan sejumlah pemimpin negara, termasuk Perdana Menteri Kanada Justin Trudeau. Lebih lengkapnya terkait agenda Presiden Prabowo di Peru ini akan disampaikan oleh rekan kami, jurnalis tribunnews.com, Iqman Ibrahim, langsung dari Lima, Peru.
Ya, benar sekali Fransisca, Presiden Republik Indonesia Prabowo Subianto kembali melanjutkan rangkaian kehadiran dalam KTT APEC 2024 pada Jumat 15 November 2024 waktu Peru. Pada hari ini ada sejumlah agenda yang sudah dijalani oleh Presiden Prabowo. Yang pertama, Presiden memulai kegiatan dengan melakukan pertemuan bilateral dengan Perdana Menteri Kanada Justin Trudeau di Lima Convention Center. Kemudian Prabowo memang tadi ditemani oleh sejumlah menteri Kabinet Merah Putih, diantaranya Menteri Luar Negeri Sugiono, Menko Perekonomian Airlangga Hartarto, dan juga Menteri Perdagangan Budi Susanto. Selain mereka ada Sekretaris Kabinet Mayor Teddy Indrawijaya dan Penasihat Khusus Presiden di bidang ketahanan nasional Dudung Abdurrahman. Dalam pertemuan itu memang tadi Perdana Menteri Kanada mengucapkan selamat atas kepemimpinan Presiden Prabowo yang dianggap luar biasa. Sebab Presiden dianggap bisa melewati berbagai tantangan besar. Perdana Menteri Kanada juga tadi menyampaikan bahwa Kanada dan Indonesia memiliki persahabatan yang dalam sejak lama. Kedua negara juga memiliki hubungan perdagangan yang baik sejak dahulu. Yang terbaru, keduanya menyepakati perjanjian perdagangan bebas untuk memperkuat ekonomi kedua negara. Kerjasama ini diharapkan dapat meningkatkan kemakmuran kedua negara. Lalu agenda kedua memang yang tadi dihadiri oleh Presiden Prabowo, menghadiri leaders meeting bersama pimpinan negara dalam KTT APEC 2024. Presiden menghadiri rapat bersama 24 pimpinan negara lain. Dan tadi memang dari pantauan Tribun News, mereka terlihat duduk melingkar di dalam rapat tersebut. Presiden Prabowo terlihat memakai setelan jas berwarna biru dongker dan peci berwarna hitam. Presiden Prabowo juga tadi terlihat duduk di sebelah Perdana Menteri Jepang Shigeru Ishiba dan pemimpin Hong Kong John Lee. Sementara itu tadi juga ada Presiden Amerika Serikat Joe Biden yang terlihat duduk di sebelah Presiden Vietnam Jenderal Wong Chong dan Perdana Menteri Thailand Petong Tan. Dan memang terakhir tadi Prabowo Subianto melakukan pertemuan bilateral dengan Presiden Vietnam Jenderal Wong Chong di Swiss Hotel. Pertemuan bilateral tersebut juga menghasilkan keputusan komitmen untuk mempercepat proses ratifikasi zona ekonomi eksklusif dengan Vietnam. Kemudian Presiden Prabowo juga melanjutkan pertemuan bilateral dengan Perdana Menteri Kanada Christopher Luxon. Pertemuan itu juga tadi memutuskan dalam penguatan perdagangan kedua negara menjadi 2 kali lipat pada hingga 2029. Demikian Fransisca.
Presiden Prabowo Subianto menyampaikan pidatonya di Konferensi Tingkat Tinggi atau KTT APEC di Lima, Peru pada Kamis 14 November waktu setempat. Ini sekaligus jadi pidato perdana Prabowo di forum internasional sebagai presiden. Dalam pidatonya, Presiden Prabowo menyampaikan sejumlah poin penting, di antaranya soal pertumbuhan ekonomi, peran bangsa dalam perdamaian dunia, hingga mengajak negara-negara untuk berinvestasi di Indonesia. Berikut ini merupakan pidato lengkap Presiden Prabowo Subianto di KTT APEC 2024 di Peru.
Chairman of the APEC CEO Summit 2024 and former Prime Minister of Peru, distinguished panelists, distinguished delegates from Indonesia, all the ministers attending. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of many notable CEOs from Latin America and the Caribbean, and distinguished participants from the ASEAN Business Advisory Council. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to be invited to address this distinguished body. As we all know, that peace and prosperity is driven by economic activity, by the role of the business community, the role of entrepreneurs, the role of industry. Without the dynamic participation of the economic sector, Basically, we cannot have growth and prosperity. Without growth, we cannot alleviate poverty. We cannot create relevant employment. Therefore, I am very happy and very honored to address you, the drivers of economic growth in the Pacific region. The Pacific region, I think, is one of the most dynamic areas of the world. Economic growth, potential technological achievements, the demographics, the resources available in the Pacific, in the Indo-Pacific regions, all point to a bright economic future for all. We have at the present geopolitical tension, but I am an optimist in the interests of humanity. I believe that the leaders of the great powers of the world, in the final analysis, will always opt for the common good. Rivalry is historical. There will always be rivalry. But our planet has become smaller. We are now in a planet full of technological breakthroughs. The tremendous breakthroughs in technology demands that leaders be more wise, be more patient, be more accommodating, because the power of technology can bring significant progress to human life, but the power of technology can also destroy human life very fast. Therefore, I always choose the path of collaboration, engagement, communication, negotiation. Yes, we have to uphold and live by common laws, by international rules, but we must also have common understanding of everybody's interests. I come from a country now, Indonesia, one of the largest countries in the world, fourth largest population. Our territory from west to east is nearly the length of Europe. Europe has 27 countries or more. We are one country. We have our significant challenges, but we are blessed with abundant resources, significant territory, land and water. We have the fortune of being able to, in a few years, be completely self-sufficient in energy, self-sufficient in green energy. We will be perhaps one of the few countries that can achieve 100% renewable energy within a few years. We can replace fossil fuel by renewables. We have the largest geothermal potential. I think 60% of the world geothermal energy potential is in Indonesia. We have a potential, of course, solar energy, but our main strength will come from bioenergy, from the plant-based fuel that we can produce. We will be, I think, together with Brazil and maybe with the Congo DRC, we have the potential to produce fuel from plants, and this, I think, will create a lot of opportunities because we will save a lot on foreign exchange. The funds will circulate within our own economy. We also are blessed with critical minerals and other vital resources for modern life. And also I've been discussing with Peru, the Peruvian government. I think we have complementary resources for the future. We have managed to have a prudent economical and fiscal policies in the last years. We managed to maintain growth even after the COVID. Our growth now is about 5%, higher than the global average. Our inflation is at 2%. We have challenges. We still have, I would say, we still have poverty at a large scale, large level, which I'm determined to bring down. And we do have a significant percentage of our children malnourished. I'm also determined to address these problems head on. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a firm believer in the role of private business. Before I entered government, I was also a businessman, an entrepreneur, so I do understand from both sides the concerns, the challenges faced by private business. I think private business wants a certainty of the legal system. Private business wants favorable economic climate, political climate, stability, security, and good conditions, favorable incentives, and this we are addressing. We have liberalized our laws. We open the health sector for foreign health companies. We are opening our education sector. We invite foreign universities to open campuses. We are inviting foreign hospitals to open their branches in Indonesia. We are going forward with more incentives. We have created several special economic zones, and we will create more of these special economic zones in order to invite the modern and advanced leading-edge technology, especially as the traditional economy. For instance, we are very bullish on our maritime industry, fisheries. I think we are now 3/4 of our national territory is water. We have tremendous potential for, let us say, a well-planned fishery program, aqua farming, and a lot of processing industries. We are determined to industrialize by downstreaming our resources, processing our resources. We have 26 commodities which we are determined to have a processing industry. We calculate that we need investment of around $600 billion, and we invite foreign participants to come in and take part in this. And many of the companies have been involved in our economy for many, many years. We are also pushing for more exploration of oil and gas and other minerals. So, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is open for more business. I'm determined to protect all investments, to give favorable economic conditions, and to be involved in the major economic organizations of the world, and to work together with all of you to create mutual prosperity. I believe that prosperity can only come from peace. Peace comes from understanding. Understanding comes from engagement and negotiation. So I'm very happy to attend this APEC summit, to renew contacts, to introduce myself, to introduce my country, and to invite cooperation between all of you, the private sector of the Pacific Basin, the Pacific world, and together to achieve prosperity. Prosperity, in the end, I would say, guarantees peace and stability. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that concludes my remarks. And once again, thank you for inviting me, and I wish this APEC summit, this APEC CEO summit also to be very successful. Thank you very much. Chairman of the APEC CEO Summit 2024 and former Prime Minister of Peru, distinguished panelists, distinguished delegates from Indonesia, all the ministers attending. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of many notable CEOs from Latin America and the Caribbean, and distinguished participants from the ASEAN Business Advisory Council. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to be invited to address this distinguished body. As we all know, that peace and prosperity is driven by economic activity, by the role of the business community, the role of entrepreneurs, the role of industry. Without the dynamic participation of the economic sector, basically we cannot have growth and prosperity. Without growth, we cannot alleviate poverty. We cannot create relevant employment.